Welcome to another session of iPads in schools. Today we'll be looking at the Simple Mind app, fantastic mind mapping tool for all ages from prep right through to high school. It's free, but the extended version costs I think $1.99, but I'll have to check that. So Simple Mind here, it's the one that looks like a teardrop with the cloud in it. And being a mind mapping tool, we can use this in any context in our classrooms, from planning a narrative right through to organising a research assignment, any of those things. Now, once again, I've gone through this before, but when you open up Simple Mind, it automatically opens up at the last student's work. So if you have a class that is using just a couple of iPads, you need to really make sure that you're organised. So get the students, as soon as they get theirs, to touch the little square with the pencil at the top left-hand corner next to Mind Maps. And what that will do is it'll ask us what do we want, and we can start a new mind map. Now, the reason why I love Simple Mind is I've always struggled with inspiration and other concept mapping tools where the technology becomes a real hindrance, a real obstacle to the students' learning. With Simple Mind, very, very easy to use. And so let's have a look at it right now. So it opens up our main idea or our concept. So let's have a look at the concept of me, which I did with some Year 2s the other day, and we were looking at all the people that are connected to us. So when you finished with your typing, you just touch on the side of the page, and the keyboard goes down, and you'll see a little plus next to me. Now, when I press on that plus, it creates another bubble instantly, which is fantastic. So I'm looking today at all the people that I have that are close to me in a relationship area. So obviously my wife Jill is close to me, and then I touch on the side of the screen somewhere, and you can see that it's created a new bubble. If I touch back on me, because I want a branch coming off me again, I need to make sure that I'm still not on Jill, that I'm back on the me bubble. I hit the plus again, I type in Isabel, who is my daughter, touch, and so on. Press back on me, press the plus, let's go with Emily, and back on me, and finally my eldest daughter, who is Rachel. And you can see there that it's a very quick mind mapping tool, very easy to use. Now, here's the beauty of this app. We simply touch and drag our different bubbles around to give it more room really easily. Okay, and then we might actually come up with some describing words for our family members. So Emily here, I might put on a plus here and write down she's a little bit cheeky at times, and click back on Emily, plus again, but she's also very kind. And I can organise my bubbles at the touch of a finger and a drag. Really easy to use. We've used this at Matthew Flinders from prep right through to Year 6. Very, very effective mind mapping tool. At the top right-hand corner, you'll see some different icons. So if I want to get rid of the word kind, I'll touch on the word kind and I'll hit the rubbish bin, and it just disappears. Nice and easy. The other one to look at too at the top there is the little palette, the little colour palette there. It lets us choose different colours, pastels, colours, golden colours, and so on. So it gives a different dimension to the use of colours in our mind mapping tool. Very, very easy to use. Top right hand corner, we've got the little arrow at the top here, which is not applicable at the moment. And we've got some back arrows and things at the top that I'll let you explore at your own leisure. So that's Simple Mind, wonderful concept mind mapping tool for the iPad, for iPads in schools, can be used in any context. I think the real beauty of these sort of apps is we can use them in the process of learning, not necessarily for content. We can then take a screen capture of that if we want, take a snapshot of it by pressing the home button and the on-off button at the same time, and we can bring that concept map into a Pages document or a Keynote document. And you might look at some of my other tutorials on how to actually do that. The Pages tutorial and the Keynote tutorial are very good for that. So that's another tutorial by Apps by Paul Hamilton. Hope you've can use this in your classrooms at school, and hopefully you're using your iPads as effectively as possible. Thank you.